I read my eyes out, and can't read half enough. The more one reads, the more one sees we have to read. A constitution of government once changed from freedom can never be restored. Liberty, once lost, is lost forever. The longer I live, the more I read, the more patiently I think, and the more anxiously I inquire, the less I seem to know. Do justly, love mercy, walk humbly, this is enough. Posterity, you will never know how much it cost the present generation to preserve your freedom. I hope you will make a good use of it. I say, that power must never be trusted without a check. Let the human mind loose. It must be loose. It will be loose. Superstition and dogmatism cannot confine it. I must judge for myself, but how can I judge? How can any man judge, unless his mind has been opened and enlarged by reading? To believe all men honest is folly, to believe none is something worse. Government has no right to hurt a hair on the head of an atheist for his opinions. Let him have a care of his practices. The way to secure liberty is to place it in the people's hands. That is, to give them the power at all times to defend it in the legislature and in the courts of justice. You will never be alone with a poet in your pocket. There is danger from all men. The only maxim of a free government ought to be to trust no man living with power to endanger the public liberty. The happiness of society is the end of government. The whole drama of the world is such tragedy that I am weary of the spectacle. And liberty cannot be preserved without a general knowledge among the people, who have a right from the frame of their nature to knowledge. Without the pen of pain, the sword of Washington would have been wielded in vain. Old minds are like old horses. You must exercise them if you wish to keep them in working order. If worthless men are sometimes at the head of affairs, it is, I believe, because worthless men are at the tail and the middle. "19/20ths of mankind is opaque and unenlightened. Intimacy with most people will make you acquainted with vices and errors and follies enough to make you despise them. Negro slavery is an evil of colossal magnitude, and I am utterly averse to the admission of slavery into the Missouri territories. Can a free government possibly exist with the Roman Catholic religion? When legislature is corrupted, the people are undone. Everything in life should be done with reflection. There are only two creatures of value on the face of the earth, those with the commitment and those who require the commitment of others. The true source of our sufferings has been our timidity. Abuse of words has been the great instrument of sophistry and chicanery, of party, faction, and division of society. All the perplexities, confusion, and distress in America arise, not from want of honor or virtue, but from the downright ignorance of the nature of coin, credit, and circulation. The jaws of power are always open to devour, and her arm is always stretched out, if possible, to destroy the freedom of thinking, speaking, and writing. Property monopolized, or in the possession of a few, is a curse to mankind. Great is the guilt of an unnecessary war. Remember, democracy never lasts long. It soon wastes, exhausts, and murders itself. There never was a democracy, yet that did not commit suicide. The right of a nation to kill a tyrant in case of necessity can no more be doubted than to hang a robber or kill a flea. Admire and adore the author of the telescopic universe. Love and esteem the work. Do all in your power to lessen ill and increase good, but never assume to comprehend. God is an essence that we know nothing of. Until this awful blasphemy is got rid of, there never will be any liberal science in the world. They shall not be expected to acknowledge us until we have acknowledged ourselves. No man who ever held the office of president would congratulate a friend on obtaining it. The foundations of national morality must be laid in private families. I want to see my wife and children every day. I want to see my grass and blossoms and corn, but above all, except the wife and children, I want to see my books. Our Constitution was made only for a moral and religious people. It is wholly inadequate to the government of any other. Make things rather than persons the subjects of conversations. I wish I could lay down beside her and die too. A man ought to avow his opinions and defend them with boldness.